Good morning and welcome to Homepage, a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM, 92.5, 95.5, and 107.9. I'm Kathy Dugan, and my guest this morning is Tim Dean. Tim Dean with the Rotary Club of Ocala.
Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning. I am so excited. I'm going to start off before I ask you about the Rotary Club. The Duck Derby's coming up next Saturday. Also, the cattle drive that we love every year. So keep that in mind. That's coming up. That's very exciting. But beyond that, I really don't know what the Rotary Club is about.
Sure. Well, it's nice to be here with you again, Kathy. Thanks for having me. And on behalf of all the 300 or so Rotarians in Marion County, we want to say we appreciate the opportunity to describe a little bit about what we do. Basically, we're a civic organization. We help the community in a variety of ways and through projects of different types throughout the 100 years that we've been doing it here in Marion County and throughout the world. It's about a 110-year-old organization. There are about 35,000 Rotary clubs around the world.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. And right here in north central Florida, our district, we're in District 6970, which is basically from Jacksonville all the way down to little old Ocala.
Oh, wow.
And and all Rotary clubs, I think total clubs in the whole district are around 300. So again, 6 clubs in Marion County. And when you say clubs, they meet at different times.
Okay.
So our club, for example, is the oldest Ocala Rotary Club. We meet at noon on Mondays. But then you would have Monday evening club. You would have a club that meets on Wednesday at noon. You have a club that meets on Thursday at noon and in the evening. So different time for different people having whatever their preference is.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that's how it works. And again, it's a civic organization. There's fellowship. And we have usually a guest speaker that talks about the community and gives us information about something that's important, for different parts of the community. So
wow,
yeah, it's fun.
You guys do a lot.
We do a lot, and we try to keep people educated, informed, our members, but also we give back to the community. That's the primary purpose, and have fellowship doing it. So this cattle drive, for example, we have been participating and partnering with the city of Ocala, which is, by the way, let me just say, we are fortunate to have, in my opinion, the Parks and Recreation and the staff that work for the city, wonderful job of supporting all different types of aspects of our local community, and I really give my hats off to them.
Oh, they're wonderful. They do great work. We live in one of the greatest cities in the world.
We do. And so for the last 10 years, the cattle drive has kind of evolved. It's a unique kind of event.
Yeah, it is.
Cattle are driven down through the public streets and to basically end up at Tuscola Park. And Rotary has partnered with the city to over the last 10 years or so to participate in that event. We volunteer. We sell food and beer and wine and soft drinks for that day, that event. And then the proceeds we have always donated to the Discovery Center.
That is a wonderful place for families and kids.
Thank you. Yes, we've enjoyed that partnership. We helped the city of Ocala revitalized the old armory.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we took that old basketball gym upstairs, and if you've not had a chance to go look at it, I would encourage your listening audience to sneak over and take a tour. They'd be happy to show you. It's very, very nice. And Rotary International, we received about 10 years ago when we first partnered a grant, and we helped install the elevator there in order to get exhibits upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we helped revitalize it, and it's really, really nice. We're very proud of that.
Oh, you should be. It is just beautiful. I mean, the park itself, everything about the park is beautiful, and that's such a great setting to hold these events as well.
It really is. It's been fun to see, the Riley Center.
Oh, yeah.
That has really helped improve the atmosphere, and then the Discovery Center as well, like you mentioned, for the children and families. So Rotary enjoys that partnership and that opportunity. And then with the cattle drive being unique and a draw to bring people in, we wanted to try to maximize our fundraising opportunities.
Well,
So that's why we partnered with a group out of Arizona called Game, and they've been putting on these duck races for many, many years. And so we partnered with them to put this on, and it'll be in the Tuscaloosa Pond. And it's going to be at 1 o'clock on Saturday the 8th.
Okay.
Again, in conjunction with the Cattle Drive.
Right.
So Rotary people and Rotary clubs, we use it as a time for fellowship. All the clubs will be there in Marion County. We'll have our yellow Rotary T-shirts on, and we'll be we say adopting ducks. So if you're interested in adopting a duck, we would encourage you 2 things.
Okay.
May I plug that now?
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, I would encourage listening audience to go to MarionRotaryDuckDerby.org.
Okay.
And I have the website. It's www.duckrace.com/Ocala. So you can get it to it either way. MarionRotaryDuckDerby.org or www.duckrace.com/Ocala.
Okay.
Okay. And so you can adopt a duck there, and there's $5 for a duck. You can buy 25 ducks for $20 and go online and do it, or you can do it in person. The day of the event, we'll be there. We'll have a booth, and we'll be encouraging folks to come adopt a duck. Our goal is to adopt 5,000 ducks.
Yes.
And we're about we're getting, for the first year, it's not bad. We're about halfway there.
That's not bad at all.
No, thank you. We had 2 wonderful primary sponsors and a host of other sponsors, but Center State Bank has sponsored, and then my law firm, Dean Law Firm, is also sponsored. So there were the 2 silver sponsors, but there's other ones as well. Brick City Consulting has done a nice job in helping us with the IT.
Oh yeah.
And so they're also there, and so it'll be a fun event, and I encourage people to take a look at it.
Have you ever done a duck derby yourself?
No.
I have.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun because the rubber ducks, like rubber ducks in a bathtub, and there's tons of them. And can you imagine 5,000 ducks in there?
Yeah.
And and they're numbered. So you're cheering on your duck. You're not doing anything. It's floating, but you're just cheering on your duck the whole time. And it gets so exciting when you have so many people there.
That's great.
It's a lot of fun.
And it'll be, I think it'll be really fun and a nice component to that day event because there's live music.
Oh, yeah.
There's food, and we're going to be selling beer again. Rotary always sells beer.
Always good. Yes, yes.
So we'll be doing that. But we'll have soft drinks and water and anything that you would enjoy. And bring your family, come on out, enjoy the cattle drive, and then stay for the duck derby.
And it's a great event. There's so much fun. We're going to be there as well. We're sending Lewis Stokes.
Great.
So he's very excited about it. And I was looking at some of the great things that are going to be going on that day from 10 till 2. Of course, the food, the music, six gun territory gunfighters. A lot of us who grew up in this area remember 6 Gun Territory, which is now a shopping plaza.
I remember it.
Oh my gosh. But it was fun. Remember that? It was just good fun, and the kids are going to love it. And so are the grown-ups. Craft vendors, kids corral, farm animals are always my favorite. Trucks, tractors, and trailers. You got Cowboy Tom coming in, the Pistolero Deke Rivers, and Cowboy Circus with Danny Grant, plus live music with Brett Bass and the Melted Plectrum. I'm not sure what a plectrum is.
Not sure either, Kathy, but I'm sure they'll be good.
Yeah, you've got so much going on. It's so much fun. And all year long, you do things like this. You do these fundraisers, this one benefiting mainly the Discovery Center. You've got great stuff going on. Now, with the Rotary Club, can anybody join?
Yes, Kathy, it is open to anyone, and we encourage folks that are interested, come visit. You can always visit a Rotary Club and see if you like what we do and enjoy the fellowship. And then, yes, it's open to anyone, and we encourage you to consider it. It's a great organization.
Okay, let's say I come in, I'm at my first Rotary Club meeting. What can I expect?
Well, we start out with just the opening, pledge, and prayer, and then we have usually a lunch or dinner, depending on what time of day you're at, maybe a breakfast. And then there's a little bit of formality in the just the president of the club would come up and give announcements to upcoming events and maybe something that the board is interested in doing. Maybe also talk about Rotary International. I'll comment about that real quick. You can learn more about Rotary at rotary.org and learn about the 35,000 worldwide clubs and million member and all the wonderful activities that we do around the world. One of the things that Rotary has been especially focused on in the last 30 years is elimination of polio.
Yes, I saw.
Yes, and they've done a nice job, the Rotary Foundation and Worldwide Rotary, to help eliminate polio and to introduce vaccinations for polio around the world for kids.
Wow.
So it's a great thing, and they're a wonderful organization, highly respected in the guide of charities. Rotary always scores very high.
Mm-hmm.
So that we may learn a little bit about what Rotary's doing worldwide.
Sure.
And then we usually have a local speaker. Like, for example, this week, we heard from our local county administrator. He came in and gave an update on what's going on in the county.
Okay.
And we as Rotarians got to hear that, from him personally. So that was kind of cool.
That's cool. So when they talk about stuff like that, you kind of look for a void to fill, like maybe they need some help with something.
Yes.
Okay.
And that happens routinely. We'll have an idea for how we can help and put in some volunteer hours, or maybe we can find a way to fundraise for certain things. That's what happened with the Discovery Center.
Yeah.
The city administrator at the time had asked us to consider it as our project.
Okay.
And we did 10 years ago, and we found the cattle drive is a great place to start that.
Oh, yeah.
And it just worked hand in hand, and we've been doing it ever since. So
that cattle drive is so much fun. Going back to that.
Yeah.
It's just exciting because people.
It's unique.
Oh, yeah, it is. And people line the streets of downtown Ocala all the way to Tuscaloosa Park.
Right.
And they're there bright and early waiting. I mean, kids are so excited to see that many cattle up close, real cowboys driving them. Cow dogs, we cannot forget the cow
Right.
dogs.
That's true.
They do a great job as well.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. And you're having fun, too. It's not just, you're doing service, but you're having fun doing it.
That's our goal in Rotary, is to have fun, to fellowship with other Rotarians, and to give back to the community. That's the primary purpose of it. But back to the cattle drive too, Kathy. It's just what I find unique about that is it celebrates the roots of Ocala.
It does.
We go way back with our agriculture connection, the youth fair.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The longest running youth fair in the United States is right there, about the same time that. So that's it's a celebration of that, and so we love to participate, and this will be a unique atmosphere and component to it again, but give a chance to raise some money for other quality Rotary charities.
That is fantastic. There's lots of reasons to join. I mean, it's not just about friendship or business development, or it's about there's so many different things involved in it, so many different aspects. You meet so many incredible people, I'm sure.
Kathy, I appreciate you mentioning that, because it is about business networking as well. As a young professional, I joined and have really had a lot of connections and learned a lot about the community, learned about what other professionals do. So that's been a great component too. I appreciate you mentioning that.
I bet it has. And what drove you to initially join?
I guess you want to give back as a lawyer in my profession, a young lawyer. I was interested in giving back to the community and serving. That was probably my primary reason. But then I quickly learned about other aspects of Rotary. And I tell you one thing that's interesting is sometimes when you see something in the world and you feel helpless a little bit.
Yes.
For example, if there's the Haiti earthquake that happened, if you recall that. And so it's kind of neat because Rotary has so many opportunities for service around the world that just by being a member, we help with that disaster.
Right.
Just by going once a week and learning about my community and participating, the Rotary Foundation, when there is a crisis, most often they're there in some way, helping the Salvation Army, helping the Red Cross, helping in a variety of ways behind the scenes through the Rotary Foundation and the worldwide. So that's kind of neat, I think.
Do you guys get to travel to some of these countries?
You can, absolutely, Kathy. You can go to the worldwide event that they have every year for the Rotary, where they meet. There's a Rotary annual meeting, and that's held in a variety of places around the world every year. There's opportunities to serve in these international capacities
Oh, wow.
for a variety of ways. So, yeah, there's plenty of opportunities.
That's kind of cool. So, you want to travel, that's something you can do. You can volunteer worldwide with the Rotary Club.
You could if you wanted to, yes.
Man, that's incredible. Or you could just help out in our community as well. And we love our community so much. I saw something that was kind of interesting. You have this thing called a 4-way test with your ethics. What is that?
It's 4 principles that we try to we conclude each meeting with. And basically, I'll repeat them now. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it beneficial to all concerned?
Okay.
And I think those are 4 principles that Rotary has always kind of instilled in trying to, business ethics and in the way we conduct ourselves. And they're kind of just nice. They're kind of universal truths that help make a better community.
I think they do too. And I mean, they're great. You can use that in all aspects of your life. You ask yourself those 4 questions and it can help you in your business, in your life, in your community. Wow, you've got lots of stuff going on. What do you do? How do you see things kind of differently, do you think, than others?
As far as a club, I would say that, there's a lot of great clubs out there that do a lot of wonderful things, and my hat's off to them. But I think that Rotary is unique in that it is part of a worldwide universal civic organization that's trying to improve the world. And that's nice because if you travel anywhere, you can go visit any Rotary club at any time, and they meet at all the time in all the locations.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's kind of neat. If you're in Chicago or New Jersey or Germany, you can go find a Rotary club, and automatically you're connected by the 4-way test.
Yes.
And also by commitment to community.
Yes.
Commitment to enjoy a nice meal together and learn about your community and give back to it. So I think that commonality makes us distinct.
I think it does too. That is so neat. Anyone can join. You can go online. There's actually, you have a PDF online where you can look over the membership and everything. You do a lot of great things like your causes I was looking into. You promote peace, of course. Fighting disease, which with the polio, you guys have just done so much. You also help people with microloans, agricultural opportunities worldwide. I see that you even adopt villages sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing you don't do.
No, Kathy, in our little club, we helped put a new well in a remote village in Zimbabwe that they had literally no community water source. So they were having to travel pretty long distance to get water, and we helped that community. So, yeah, it's neat. There's so many opportunities to give back, or again, as we mentioned several times already, right here locally, and that's what I like about it. I like the local aspect. I like that you don't just see local, you see global, but you really focus on the local, and that's how we are too. We really focus on local, on the people in our community, helping them with their jobs, with their homes, with their children, get their feet back, up. You help with moms and children. Education, you guys are really big on too. We are. Yeah. And the Discovery Center has been fun. We've seen, and I'm so excited about the future for that because it's inspiring young people to consider other paths, perhaps. Get into the sciences, and STEM, as we know, is an issue. And so Discovery Center focuses on STEM and the exhibits that they have, whether it's dinosaurs or water or everything in between. It's just exciting to bring a different component to young people and give them an opportunity to go be inspired and to consider paths in life. So Rotary's part of that, and it's exciting. That's awesome. And they do a lot of great stuff at the Discovery Center. I mean, you're always looking for things for kids to do in Marion County, in Ocala. I mean, there's not a ton of stuff. And this is something where they go and are like, I'm having so much fun. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. And then they get home and they're telling their parents, and their parents are going, it's awesome and it was fun, but oh my gosh, you learned something and you didn't realize it. Exactly. And you may have learned something that you love for your future. It is. So, and I will plug the city. They've done a nice job. The staff over there at Discovery Center, quality people. I tell you, I've learned younger people that have come into our community, the One young lady, I can't remember exactly her name, but she had a master's in education. She's here working behind the scenes, making the programs better, teaching and helping young people be inspired. So to me, that motivates me, and I really enjoy interacting with them.
You feed off of other people's excitement and their love for what they do. And maybe that's how you see things a little bit differently as well, is that all of you see this and you get more inspired by people like that, and you want to help more.
Right.
That is so incredible. I want to mention again the two big events that are coming up this Saturday. And they're both huge family events. Well, one's inside the other, of course.
Right.
But they're huge family events. $5 for a duck. That's nothing. $25 for 6 or $100 for 24. And there's cash prizes too. Almost forgot to mention that first place.
We need to mention that too, Kathy.
People love cash.
Exactly.
So you get $2,020 for first place, $1,020 for second, and third is $520. And you're nearly halfway there with your 5,000 duck goal. You still have time.
Yep.
You know, it could be a family. You can adopt some ducks as your family, maybe your neighbors, business places.
Yes.
That's where you go and you say, let's adopt 100 ducks.
You could do that, Kathy. And what we did also is we had one business that adopted several ducks in the name of a charity.
Oh,
so
nice.
The winner, and I appreciate you mentioning the fact that we're going to have cash prizes.
Yeah.
And so that's exciting. But the winner that this particular business selected would be their charity. And so that if they win the grand prize, they'll get that money.
You know, and that's even nicer. So businesses, listen, get
Yeah.
involved in this. Is something that's fun. You can bring your families out, everybody from the business, and you could be donating to a charity and showing your children and your families what good you could do while you're having so much fun. The Duck Derby is going to be incredible. Also, that's inside of the cattle drive. This is your first Duck Derby, so I think you're going to just love it. You're going to be over the moon with it.
Thank you. Our goal and our intent and hope is that this takes off, becomes a routine for us every year. Again, it's an opportunity for Rotarians to get together, enjoy each other's company, help out, give back to the community, and enjoy the day. So that's our goal.
And we are looking forward to enjoying the day with you as well. You know, Lewis, he'll be there. He'll be making the announcements. And we're there every year. We love being a part of it.
That.
And I tell you, one of my favorite parts really is the 6-gun territory slingers.
Fun, yeah.
You know, and I watch everybody. And
they do a good job.
Yeah, it's so funny. Even the kids put their cell phones down.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're, recording it. Right. But for the most part, they're stopping everything they're doing. They're like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is not anything I've ever seen.
Pretty cool.
This isn't my video game.
Right.
So you're getting the kids outdoors. You're having a great time. We always, knock on wood, have great weather for it. So we're asking for that once again. And it's just incredible. We can't wait to see you guys there one more time. Adopt a duck, $5 for one, $25 for 6, or $100 for 24. Get your business involved. duckrace.com/Ocala. Get in on that and get ready for the first annual Marion Rotary Duck Derby during the Ocala Cattle Drive and Cowboy Roundup coming up this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tuscaloosa Park. It's really incredible. It's such a great event, and you're doing so much good. Thank you so much, Tim, for being here. You've enlightened me. I had no idea.
Thank you for having me, Kathy. You put me at ease. It's easy to do an interview with you. Appreciate that.
You're so sweet.
And it'll be great for our community. So look forward to seeing people out there on that Saturday.
Can't wait to see you.
Thanks.
Now, if you're not familiar with the Ocala area, maybe you're coming in from out of town, or maybe you're new to the area, Tuscaloosa Park's very easy to find just off of the square in downtown Ocala. 829 Northeast Sanchez Avenue. Basically, if you can see where the water tower is, you're going to find it because it's right next to the Riley and right across from the water tower in Ocala. And it's just a great time. It's a great event for the entire family. Make sure you start off early, have your family lined up either downtown if you want to watch where it begins, or if you want to watch where it ends, you're going to want to be in the park and ready to see the cattle come in at about 10 o'clock in the morning. So get there early as well. Lots of great parking, lots of great food, lots of great fun going on. And this truly is a family event. And it does take you back to a time when this actually happened, when the streets in downtown Ocala were brick and dirt, and this whole area wasn't built up the way it was. And the cattle roamed freely pretty much. So start off your morning early, watch those real cowboys drive Florida cracker cattle through downtown to Tuscaloosa Park. And then after that, it is just a full day of incredible fun. You're really going to enjoy Pistolero Deke Rivers. He's a Wild West performer and a third-generation entertainer. He grew up backstage of a rodeo, motion picture, and stage productions as well. And he says he knew from an early age he loved everything Wild West and that he would make his mark on the world with a six gun. So you fast forward to now, and you're going to see he's doing just that. Not only is he an actual NRA instructor, Wild West showman, exhibition and competition shooter, he's also a stuntman, animal wrangler, and instructor in the Wild West arts, also a gunsmith. Deke has collaborated with Champion Mounted Shooters, Taylors & Company, and Uberti to design a series of mounted shooting firearms that are competition ready right out of the box. The Run and Iron revolving carbine, and the Run Comanchero. I love that. Deke has a name, a Wild West flair, and a vast knowledge of these firearms, and they've earned him several sponsors from some of the best equipment in the business. You'll also enjoy the Cowboy Circus with Danny Grant, interactive and educational, and it's just a great time. Kids get to participate. There's cowboy and circus tricks, music, comedy, and more. You'll get to see all of that as well. Danny is a second-generation fair performer and entertainer. He's created a fantastic show using his amazing personality and talent to create an experience for all ages, and Danny makes up one of the best and exciting acts in the entertainment business. And Brett Bass and the Melted Plectrum will be there as well. I actually looked up what a plectrum is. It's a guitar pick, so it's a melted guitar pick. They play bluegrass music. They're incredible. Of course, Brett is on guitar, vocals, and he also writes all the music and songs. Benny McDowell is on banjo and vocals. They've got an upright bass player, Rex Putnam, and Joey Lazio on mandolin and vocals. They're from Jacksonville. They play all around North Central Florida, though, and they're amazing. The founder and flat-picking frontman of Grandpa's Cough Medicine has moved back to Florida. Brett Bass is shedding his outlaw skin to bring his powerful guitar and songwriting to the forefront of attention. Now, through the course of his 10-year bluegrass career, Brett took first prize at the 2015 Rocky Grass Flat Pick Guitar Contest. He has shared the stage with Grammy winners that you've heard of, like the Del McCoury Band, Jim Lauderdale, and Steep Canyon Rangers, as well as jamgrass pioneers like Yonder Mountain String Band, Larry Keel, Leftover Salmon, and Billy Strings. He's also had the honor of doing several festival sets on guitar with the Traveling McCourys, and has taught and played guitar workshops with Chris Luquette, John Stickley, Jared Hensley, Larry Keel, Jeff Autry, and more. After a couple of years just absorbing the music in the mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee, he's back home to Florida. He's bringing a family-friendly, hard-driving, high-energy bluegrass sound right here, and you will get to witness it yourself. Brett Bass and the Melted Plectrum Band. The Six Gun Territory Gunfighters, we've told you about them. Lots of fun for the family. Cowboy Tom will be there. There's going to be tons of craft vendors. Make sure you have a little jingling in your pockets for that. Food trucks, tractors, trailers, the Kids Corral, farm animals, and the first Marion Rotary Duck Derby. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. If you need some details, you can contact Amy Casaletto, the City of Ocala Community Events Manager, at 352-368-5517. You can also go to ocalafl.org. Go to the calendar and find out more about it. The Duck Derby is partnered up with the event as well to benefit the Discovery Center. $5 duck adoptions available now at the website or on site at the event. So if you don't get a chance to go to the website and get in that way, you can actually still get your ducks that morning, then watch them take flight across the lake at Tuscaloosa Park at 1 p.m. during the event. The event goes on from 10 until 2, so plenty of time to get those ducks. And it's just a wonderful time for a wonderful thing. You take your kids to the Discovery Center, it's going to be better than ever because this money is going to help them. Make sure when you take your pictures at the event that you tag us. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/937KCountry. So when you tag us, all you have to do on Facebook is do @937KCountry. That will tag us, or you can hashtag us as well. And we appreciate that so much. Have an incredible time with your family. It's tons of fun. Our very own Louis Stokes will be there as well. He's going to be introducing all of the musicians that come on stage. He will be emceeing the entire event. And make sure when you see him, give him a big hug, as well as the Rotary members. The Rotary members will be there in the yellow shirts. Make sure when you see them, Stop them and thank them for this incredible event and all the hard work they do all year long. Thanks once again to my guest, Tim Dean with the Rotary Club of Ocala. Homepage is presented as a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM 92.5, 95.5, and 107.9. Your comments are always welcome, and you can email me at homepage@ncfmgroup.com. You can also listen to Homepage by going to our websites at 937kcountry.com and windfm.com. I'm Kathy Dugan. Please join us again next Sunday for Homepage.